Putnam City Stadium, Mark Rogers, Steve Ferguson here with you tonight for what should be an outstanding contest. It's the number 2 ranked Choctaw Yellow Jackets at 2-2 going up against the Putnam City Pirates, ranked number 4 in Class 6A Division II at 3-1 on the season. And the Pirates playing some pretty good football, Steve.
Yes, sir. I've watched them play 3 games, and they got a good offense. The quarterback, Turnbull's really good quarterback with a good line.
And this Choctaw team comes in off a win last week. They had a wild game against the Piedmont Wildcats in which they trailed in the fourth quarter after building a big lead in that game. They rallied to win it 40-29. They get their tailback back tonight, Mayor Morgan, who is a blur. He is really fast and a tough guy to tackle. Should be a good game. We got the coin toss going here at midfield. Pirates being represented out there by Thomas Stone, DeJohn Ackerson, Trip Alexander, and also number 55, that is Solomon McGlory. It's been a weird weather year because the opening games of the season in the 70s, and it's going to be around 85, 86 degrees at kickoff tonight, so you have to be in some pretty good shape this time of year.
Yeah, I saw them out there warming up, and they were sweating pretty good, getting after it. And I told her, this girl running this little camera here, it's very unseasonably hot. I said, what do you think? She said it's 87. It was 87. This is October 3rd. I'm going, yeah.
I think I prefer the way that we had it. I think it's going to be October 3rd and 90 degrees. That's better than 105 in the middle of August.
Or 45 tonight.
Yeah,
it might be better.
All right, so let's see here. Choctaw, they will receive and they will defend the west goal, or the east goal, excuse me. But it is a beautiful night for football. Willis Alexander's in his 3rd year here at Putnam City, 15-13 overall. And Jake Corbin, 9th season already at Choctaw, 67-30, and they are the defending class 6A2 Division II champions.
Yeah, they've got a good program going from 6th grade all the way up to here. I think they copied Jinx and Bigsby and all that. They're junior high and their high school. They all run the same plays, and they've got it going on out there. Jake works it hard.
Yeah, that keeps him busy. He says that the junior high practices every morning at 5:45. So that is a lot of work.
Yeah, I talked to him the other night at a surprise birthday party we were at, and he said, yeah, it's wearing on him a little bit. But I looked at him and said, it'll be all worth it. Just keep doing it,
Yeah, for a long time, Jake has really done a great job with that program because they have been down many losing seasons in a row and not any playoff victories dating back to 1960 for a while. So he should be very proud.
So Bill Jensen was there, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. They won a state title, or
1960. I believe it might have been a Class C state championship. It was. The Choctaw has grown quite a bit in the recent years.
Yeah, and I think the past coaches didn't grow with it. They didn't want to. They wanted to play like they still were in the Class A or 2A, and they just. I was at Del City, and then they just never moved. And I think Jake knows now we're 6A.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to see an exciting brand of offense, I think, from both of these teams tonight.
Now, this Turnbull kid, the quarterback at Putnam City, was at Millwood the last 2 years, state runner-ups.
Now, Coach, you tell me if the CHS is backwards. Do they have the
Yeah, I think it's backwards.
Somebody may have switched the flag. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's going to be a long night if if I can't see that, they've got it backwards.
I think it's going to be a long night anyway, being on Cox TV. They have so many timeouts and long half times, and hopefully it's a really good football game. Hopefully Putnam City can stay up with them and play some good offense.
Choctaw won at 54-14 last year. They've won 5 in a row in this series, but I think we'll have a closer game than that tonight. I do.
I hope so. I've watched Putnam City, but I did watch Choctaw against Piedmont the other night, and they struggled with them for a while, and then they opened it up at the end. But that Matlock kid from Choctaw, he impressed me. And, of course, Titus Hawk's going to impress everybody. He's got so many scholarship offers.
Yeah, he is one of the top recruits in the country, and he can play a multitude of positions. Tied in on offense, he can also split out. He can play a defensive end position. He can play a linebacker position. So we will see him all over the field. Titus Hawk, number 17 for the Yellow Jackets tonight, and a player to keep an eye on. Just a junior, one of the top players in the country in the class of 2027.
Three-sport athlete. He's a really good basketball player, and he's a really good baseball player.
Dad played baseball at Oklahoma State, and it's hard to say. I mean, I think he could probably have a future in baseball or football.
I saw a deal on Facebook that he was visiting Notre Dame, and you're going wild. Now you're talking about a recruit when you're going all the way to Notre Dame. And yeah, I knew the Hawk family when they were in elementary school. The dads and his brother, pretty prominent family.
Midwest City grad?
Yeah. Yeah, and his brother was at Choctaw. Now he's at Mustang coaching.
And here come the Pirates onto the field. And what a big win this would be tonight if Putnam City can knock off the defending champions, and it would be huge for seeding in district play.
Mark, they had the sign right that time.
They did.
The Pirates was red.
Yeah, the home side at least.
They can spell over here.
Good crowd on hand tonight for on both sides of the field. Choctaw has brought quite a big group with them. Deep to receive for Choctaw is Zaylen Matlock. It's who you mentioned in the game last week. He played football last season at McLeod and is now at Choctaw this year for his senior year. Not very big, but he is electric.
Choctaw had more speed the other night against Piedmont than I thought they had. They can run, and they've had good competition this year, though. They've played some good state championship teams, Texas, Kansas. And Bigsby ranked number 1 in the nation now.
Yeah, that Bixby game, you have to admire the bravery of Choctaw to want to schedule that. They've played Bixby close in the playoffs when they were both in Class 6A Division II.
Yeah, and I don't know if Jake wants to go back and do it anymore.
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Matlock takes the kickoff, and he is going backwards. Big play by the Pirates on special teams to get back there and make the tackle. Looked like that was Bishop Moore, the senior defensive back, on the stop. So Choctaw takes over at the 27-yard line, first down and 10. The Jackets are led by quarterback who has played the last couple of seasons. He's got some spot time in there as the starter, Landon Gatson. Two slots formation. Matlock motions. They flip it the other way. Matlock takes the pitch, but the defense is strong. Trip Alexander has penetration and gets to Matlock 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and so it's second down and 12. And Choctaw will go fast.
Well, they're getting up there quick. That's Willis' son, that Trip Alexander. He's a good ball player. They got 4 wide receivers over here.
More motion from Matlock. They're going to throw a screen pass to him. He makes the catch, and he's hit again, but he breaks free. Great pursuit from the Pirates to get over there on the football, and the stop is made by Evan Matwire.
Yeah, that's at number 43. He makes a lot of tackles every week, and they had 4 receivers to this side, and Putnam City adjusted well.
Putnam City's playing some aggressive defense so far. So another formation. This time, motion man is Nate Jones. Gatson back to pass the 15. Pressure from Matwire, and he has the pass complete at the 29-yard line, but well short of the line to gain. So it's a gain of 4, and that will bring up third down and 7, and the Pirates come out strong. We'll see if the Yellow Jackets wouldn't dare to go for it here on fourth down and 7.
Yeah, they pursued that ball. Looks like they're going to punt.
They are in punt formation, so a strong start from Putnam City. Good snap. Ball will bounce at the 42-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. So the Pirates will have it with good field position to start.
Yeah, that was a good set of defensive downs for the Pirates right there. They stood strong right there.
Skylar Turnbull, the senior, is the quarterback. Roderick Sloan, the running back. The rest of the wide receivers, Savion James and Mitchell Taylor for the Pirates, along with Shamarcus Brown. Tight end is Thomas Stone. Offensive line consists of Solomon McGarry, Ricky Hinkle, Krishan Rhodes, Brian Timberlake, and Braxton Chase.
You know, I've noticed watching Putnam City, they've got some good skill positions, but we'll see how well they do against a good defensive Choctaw.
It's a big offensive line. That's Sloan, and he fights through, still on his feet as he goes near the far boundary, and it's a nice gain of 4. They're still moving the stick down to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that was a big pickup right there.
Second down and 6. They need to put the ball into Choctaw territory for the first down. It's another handoff. And bouncing free, we got a flag thrown right at the feet of a Putnam City blocker at the 40-yard line. And the initial signal is holding on the Pirates.
Well, that'll hurt Putnam City if they get a lot of penalties. They can't afford to do that against a good Choctaw team. And that's what cost them a game against UConn. Had 7 turnovers and a lot of penalties.
Brentrell Smith and Asa Bartlow, also Jace Watson up front for this Choctaw defensive front. And it seems like every year Jay Corbin has got guys that can make a difference right around the point of attack. So second down and now 16 to go. Turnbull back to pass. They've got a screen set up. It's caught by Sloan, and Sloan is into the clear. He's at the 40, 35, 30, one man to beat, and he is brought down at the 13-yard line. Great saving tackle from Rocco Tartaglione for Choctaw, but a big gain for the Pirates, making up all that lost penalty yardage.
That was a good little screen pass right there. They had the blockers out there, and it was wide open. And Putnam City's going fast, too. They don't want to get that defense set. That's a big gain.
Turnbull draws the Jackets offside of being too aggressive, and so they'll move this one 5 yards closer. First down and 5 to go for the Pirates. Wow, it was a well-designed play on that screen pass. They just didn't see Sloan sneaking out of the backfield, and once he was out there, it was too late. Two fullbacks, handoff. No handoff. It's Turnbull. He pulls the ball and goes in or down to the 1-yard line. We have a flag on the field back at the 7. So you mentioned it.
Yeah.
They've really got to worry about the penalties. Let's see what the call is going to be here. I believe that's not a flag. That may be a towel. Okay, hold on. It is a flag.
Yeah.
The flags are pink tonight. So that'll be an adjustment.
Wow.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month of October.
Second penalty right there in this drive.
Yeah, the Pirates were able to overcome that first penalty, but this one will move them back to the 17-yard line. They need to get it to just inside the 3 for a first down. Turnbull had me faked out on that last play, and then again, we have another flag here. Will this be the third penalty of the night on the Pirates?
Boy, I tell you. Yes. It's what cost them against UConn.
UConn team tonight's got a big game against Broken Arrow.
Wow.
Just to the west of us. And they have put together a nice season so far with a 3-1 record.
Be nice if UConn could beat an East Side school.
Diamond formation, power play, handoff. Sloan, he is stopped. And not much of a gain. Matter of fact, may have lost a half yard.
Well, Choctaw's defensive line never woke up.
Not the tallest guys out there, but they're low. They play with leverage. You should know a little bit about that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're hand fighting. Stay low. Keep your bottom low to the ground.
Turnbull going to throw. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Pirates! Touchdown, Pirates. A great route. And that ball was thrown on the money.
Who was that caught that?
Pass was thrown to 13 Mitchell Taylor, and Taylor got off of the line and just beat his man, and Turnbull threw a perfect strike to Taylor in the end zone for the touchdown, and PC on the board first with a 6-0 lead.
Taylor's one of his favorite receivers. That was this Sloan, Taylor. Overcome 3 penalties on that drive, Mark.
Yeah.
They drove it down the field. And
extra point is up, and the kick is through and good by Lake Tong. And 8:45 to go here in the first quarter. The Pirates score first. They lead Choctaw 7-0. Don't forget, we got to remind you of the Professional Recyclers $250 giveaway. You bring a sack of clothes or a box of shoes. You place them in the large bin setting inside the main gate here at PCO Stadium. And when you do, you're going to be given a raffle ticket, which you will fill out. Name and phone number. Every person donating gets a ticket. There's no limit in number or games. And then at the final home game of the year at halftime, 2 names will be drawn, and the winners will each get $250 from Professional Recyclers Incorporated. PRI has given over $100,000 in the last decade to the Putnam City School District because of their bins located at many PC school districts. All donations at PCO home games will go to the PCO football program. So the Pirates will kick it off again. They were able to hold the Yellow Jackets to 3 and out on their first series, and a couple of very good pass plays by Turnbull. One on the screen pass to Sloan, and then on the touchdown pass to Taylor.
I don't know if he's getting many looks at college, but I've been impressed with him all year. And that pass right there you'll see a lot of that tomorrow afternoon in college football.
He started as a freshman at Millwood
yeah.
and led that team to state championship games in each of his 3 seasons.
Yeah.
A little high, deep kick. It's taken at the 26-yard line, and the Pirates are aggressive tonight. Good return here working for the Yellow Jackets, and it looked like I thought he might have been out of bounds, but still taking the ball down the sidelines for Choctaw. Izzy Hammonds, a junior, takes it into PC territory.
Great return right there. That's 3 or 4 first downs they don't have to get right there.
Yeah, that's a big play in the special teams.
People's forgot that. You know, football's 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, and the kicking game. A lot of teams forget that.
Yeah, Steve, you see all kinds of different kickoffs too. They kicked the opening kickoff deep, and then that one, Hammonds was in a good spot, and he is a dangerous return man.
And he got on that sideline, and they didn't have a lot of coverage over here.
So the Pirates were able to overcome 25 yards of penalties on the opening drive to take it 79 yards for the score. Gatson fakes the handoff, throws into the flat. It's caught. Great defense again from the Pirates, and a gain of only 3 on the play. Pass and complete to Khalil Grant. And we have a flag on the play here. I believe this one's going to go against the visitors.
You know, it's hard to tell if the secondary was any good with Putnam City playing their past 3 opponents. You really couldn't tell, but they're pretty quick in that secondary.
Well, they have looked good tonight. That's going to be a holding call on that screen pass, and it moves Choctaw back into their own territory at the 43-yard line. Mayor Morgan, as we mentioned, number 2, is offset to the left of Gatson. And offsides, movement up front, motion, got the Pirates, and they jumped across and they'll get 5 yards back.
Penalty number 4 on the Pirates, and we've been playing only 5 minutes, and I tell you.
I'm very impressed with the way that the Pirates have played defense so far tonight.
Yeah, they're quick. They move. It's, like I said, it's hard to say with their last opponents, but this is a good
bad snap and exchange to Gatson. He has to leap way up in the air to tip it to himself, and he's going to lose a couple. So the Choctaw offense has yet to really get going here. They're going to face 3rd down coming up and almost 15 yards, maybe a little longer than that.
Is it 2nd or 3rd, Mark, because of the penalty?
Second, my bad.
Yeah,
it's just second down after the penalty. Gatson under pressure, and he's taken down. A sack into the backfield for the Pirates. Nasir Nelson, the defensive end, came unabated and was able to get Gatson down at the 40-yard line.
Wow. That's quick.
Gatson really had no chance on that play.
Now it's 3rd and long, I tell you what.
Yeah, 3rd and 23. Jackets go 5 wide, 4 receivers to the wide side of the field. They've got man coverage up top. And another, let's see here, the Pirates are pointing at the Jackets. Trip Alexander was in the backfield again, and he's right this time. So we're going to make it 3rd down and 28. They must be playing a little cat and mouse game over there.
Yeah, that's 8 penalties. We played 5 minutes. So I don't know if they're nervous or if they're just too aggressive. Putnam City's got 4 deep. They're in that backfield back here. They're expecting a good pass, I'm sure. Now they get linebacker drops back in the pass.
Gatson is going to go the other way to that man coverage. And great defense over there on the cornerback position for the Pirates. Titus Hawk, they had him split out wide, but he can't do anything with it. It's just a gain of 1, and Choctaw going to have to punt it away here. 4th down and 27 to go.
Wow. That's some defense now, the last 2 series.
That ball was almost blocked. Good rush. The ball bounces at the 25 and takes a Choctaw bounce inside the 15. And a great punt for the Jackets, where the ball will start this drive 85 yards from the goal line.
Well, Mark, was it surprised you so far, 6 minutes into the game? What surprised you?
I figured we'd have a good ball game tonight. I thought
You
we
said
would.
that.
I thought we might have a pretty good ball game tonight. So I think that I think we're going to see plenty of points. But yeah, tell you what, the Pirates offense, nice 53-yard pass to Sloan and a 24-yard pass to Taylor, and they were in the end zone.
Well, Choctaw come back second half last week and scored a bunch of points.
Mhm.
So I think we've got a lot of football left.
Yeah, the Jackets have so much speed and big play capability. PC motions too wide to the right and handoff and into the clear. A nice gain, plenty of space. Roderick Sloan with a gain of about 6. Second down and 4.
That offensive line's getting good penetration. They're knocking them off the ball. It's a good first down, 6 yards.
Tight end to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Choctaw playing a traditional 52 with the corners locked up on the receivers. And that's better play up front from the Choctaw defensive line. Not much running room at all. And matter of fact, getting right back to the line of scrimmage on that play, setting up a 3rd down and around 4 for Putnam City.
Yeah, they run a little stunt in that defensive line. Went across, and Putnam City left the kid unblocked, and that's when it made the tackle.
Both of these Choctaw corners, Khalil Grant and Braylon Taylor, are absolute college prospects. They're going to run a little option. Turnbull turns up the field, and he is in the clear. Turnbull at the 45, at the 50, dips inside and makes a man miss, and gets inside Choctaw territory at the 46-yard line. What a nifty run from Skylar Turnbull.
Wow. Big run right there.
Strong run, too. The defender had a hold of his jersey.
Yeah, he's a big, strong kid.
Yeah, he was able to break free.
Four minutes left in the first quarter, and Putnam City's controlled the first 8 minutes.
They've done a nice job here with multiple formations. Sloan is in motion. Sloan going to take the counter. No, it's a fake. Turnbull has been amazing tonight with the fakes and a hesitation, and he's out of bounds inside the 30, or right at the 30. They're going to move the chains, and it's another first down. I love the creativity of the Pirates here on offense.
You know, he's been that way all season, but I didn't know the opponent. You know, this is a good defending state champs team. They know how to play football, and he may be starting to get some looks after tonight. He hides the ball real well.
Yeah, he's hitting it for me several times so far tonight.
I haven't seen it yet. He keeps hiding it.
He's got this Choctaw defensive front confused. Quick pass. Nice pass in stride to Sloan, and Sloan is still going, and he falls forward. They're going to mark him back at the 23-yard line. Still a gain of 8. But there is a penalty flag back here at the 37.
Putnam City's backing up.
Offsetting personal fouls. I believe, did they have two? They called 2 personal fouls on
Choctaw and 1 on Putnam City.
He did signal that there's 1 against the Pirates, so
yes.
I'm not sure what.
I saw that.
Unless that was a mistake.
Yeah, because they moved it toward the goal line. I tell you that. Well,
pistol formation with a bunch to the left, and they're just going to have it old-fashioned football, but the Jackets are up to the task. They could not clear a path for Sloan off the left tackle, and he is pushed back for a loss of 7. And we've got a player down. Choctaw player down on the field while they attend to him. We will take a timeout here. Pirates off to a great start tonight. They lead 7-0 and driving with 3:22 to go here in the first quarter.
JimNortonBuysCars.com. Not only will Jim Norton Toyota's mobile buying unit come to your home or business, we'll guarantee to beat anybody's written offer for your vehicle by $500, or we'll give you a $50 prepaid gift card. JimNortonBuysCars.com. the fastest, safest way to get the most for your vehicle, cash on the spot. Log on JimNortonBuysCars.com and Jim Norton Toyota's mobile buying unit will come to you.
JimNortonBuysCars.com.
Welcome back. 2nd down and 15 to go for the Pirates. Turnbull, screen pass again. It is incomplete. He was looking for Sloan out of the backfield. Those two have hooked up on a couple of big pass plays tonight, but this one falls incomplete, and will bring up 3rd down and 15 to go.
Choctaw's toughened up the last 2 plays. Let's see what happens on this one. It just
138 yards of offense for Putnam City, and the Choctaw offense has just gone backwards. It's a blitz. Turnbull has a man and didn't see him. He was under heavy duress as the Jackets brought multiple personnel, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 15 to go.
good call by Choctaw. They blitzed a little bit. Outside linebacker came in, and Turnbull didn't have time to set up and throw, find the open. Well, they're going to try a field goal, it looks like.
It had the intended result. He had to hurry because he did have a man streaking wide open to the back of the end zone.
Timeout.
Timeout from Choctaw. Edgar Yanez was on to attempt the field goal, so that this would be around a 35-yard attempt. Make it a 34-yard attempt, and the clock is wound. Snap is a little high, messes with the timing, and it's blocked. And Choctaw is going to take this back for the touchdown. Hammonds blocks the kick. The snap was high, the kick was low, and Hammonds was right there, and he takes it all the way for a touchdown. It's a tough break for Putnam City as they had moved the ball. We talked about it, 138 yards of offense. And yet the score could be even here with the extra point attempt pending.
Mark, there's something going on. Well, officials, they haven't ran down there and marked it.
The officials are still.
The Whitehead, they never kept running with them. I don't know if they called it dead or I think they're going to give them a touchdown. Willis is asking something. There's a penalty.
The White Hat has picked up the penalty flag. I don't know if they're looking at the clock here. Looks like he's going to walk over and have some words with the Choctaw bench, but they're lining up as to kick the extra point.
I noticed as the young man was running down the field that the refs weren't running with him. And when they got on about the 14-yard line, the guy with the ball hit hands with another Choctaw player, and I think that's what they called. I don't know if that's a penalty or not. They're talking to Jake over there, the White Hat is. They're going to give him a touchdown, it looks like to me.
I didn't see, was it maybe a celebration penalty?
Well, before he got in the end zone, about the 14-yard line, the guy was running beside of him, and they high-fived. And that's when the penalty flag came out.
All right, so the public address announcer said that unsportsmanlike penalty call on Choctaw, it is going to be assessed on the kickoff.
And we're going to have a tie ball game if he hits this through the uprights.
Extra point is good.
You know, you said at high snap, when he snapped it back there, it was high, and they blocked it.
That's just a devastating blow for Putnam City to have played so well from the line of scrimmage to give up the touchdown on special teams to the Jackets. But PC will get it back here, 2:44 to go. We're all tied up at 7.
Wow. Yeah, Putnam City's controlled the whole first quarter, and that put Choctaw right back in the game with the score 7-7, 2:44 left.
So this is going to cost them, move them back here on the kickoff for the penalty. They'll have to go back. They were trying to line up at the 30, but they're going to have to go all the way back to the 25 to kick this one.
Yeah. Had to be some type of celebration, didn't it, Mark?
Yeah, I don't think you can high-five someone on the way into the end zone. Yeah.
That's what they did, and that's when they threw the flag.
All right, Isaac Nicholson will kick it off from the 25, so the Pirates should have good field position. Ball takes a bounce at the 30-yard line. Big hit out there, a good tackle by the Yellow Jackets. The Pirates have it 1st and 10 at the 44, so this is good field position here after the penalty. Pirates back out there with Sloan and Turnbull as the quarterback and the tailback. And a couple of wide receivers here to the wide side of the field. Tight end as well, strength of the formation. There's the pass, and it's caught. Nice play by Sean Jones. Not much of a gain there out of the pistol formation. Jones takes it up to the 47-yard line for a gain of about 3.
That might have put a little spark in Choctaw, blocking that field goal. If they could stop Putnam City 3 and out, which they haven't done all night.
Putnam City really has moved the ball.
Yeah.
Handoff Sloan. Sloan is running hard, and he has the first down. Finally tackled at the 44-yard line, just past the line to gain. And really, he is hitting that hole with a head of steam.
Yeah, that's good blocking up front. I think Putnam City's bigger than Choctaw in the defensive and offensive line.
Those guys have done a nice job tonight. McGlory, Hinkle, Rhodes, Timberlake, and Chase have all been good. Uh-oh. Ball is snapped right between the legs of Turnbull, but it goes to Sloan, and Sloan, Johnny on the spot to pick it up, runs it back to a yard shy of the line of scrimmage. That could have been more disaster going the other way, but the Pirates, fortunate that Sloan had his eye on the football.
Yeah, that was a good recovery for Sloan. He saved him a bunch of yards right there.
Tackle made by Jace Watson. I believe he was the player that may have not the player that had walked off the field earlier. Watson, one of the starting tackles for Choctaw, gets back there to make the stop. 2nd down and long. The Pirates have been able to work their way through a couple of tough situations so far. Turnbull hands off to Sloan, and no running room there at all. A little after the play pushing going on. Coming up to make the tackle for Choctaw, Zaylin Matlock, who we saw on the kickoff return earlier. No gain, 3rd down and 12.
.30 left, first quarter. 7-7 ball game. Pretty exciting so far.
Pirates have them all split out wide, and a little hesitation from the inside slot receiver. That's going to be a penalty and cost Putnam City 5 yards.
Penalty number 5 in 1 quarter.
That might be the final play here of the first quarter. And I think so. The Pirates do not look like they're going to run a play, so they will be content to switch sides of the field. Only have to move the ball 2 yards. And we will begin the second quarter. Mark Rogers, Steve Ferguson with you here tonight. Putnam City 7, Choctaw 7. We're back with the second quarter after this.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, back to action here. It's 3rd down and 16 to go.
Yep, got it.
The Pirates have been successful on their 3rd down attempts up until the last series before they decided to go for the field goal that was blocked and returned 66 yards for the touchdown. .147 yards of offense in the first quarter for PC. Most of that coming through the air on Skylar Turnbull, passes of 53 and 24 yards. While we wait for play to begin, play clock is now running. Motion. Turnbull. Gonna go up. He's got a man, and it's overthrown.
Oh, wow.
PC, the wide receivers, have done a good job of beating their men off the line. That was Savion James, and he was wide open. Turnbull just could not connect, and the Pirates will be forced to punt here from their own 48-yard line.
They've got skill positions, and they've got good offensive and defensive line, Putnam City.
That's something that you think that Willis Alexander can keep in the back of his mind is a couple of these go routes. They have had wide open wide receivers.
Yeah, and Turnbull can get it to him. That's just a little over his head, just threw it over a little bit.
Choctaw going to come after that punt. The ball is bouncing inside the 15-yard line, and will set up at the 15. That's where it goes out of bounds. So it'll be first down and 10 to go for the Yellow Jackets. And the Pirates have won the field position here so far this evening.
Well, they blocked the field goal, so they want to try to block a punt, too.
Right.
They're going to try to get them in the kicking game. The offense is sputtering, and field position, Putnam City's had it all night. They're going to try to open it up a little bit. This quarterback's really good. He hadn't got to show much tonight.
Dave Gaston has been under constant pressure. A lot of players are around the line of scrimmage for the Pirates so far. They have harassed him. They're going to run out of the pistol. Snap is high again, and nothing doing there. Morgan is hammered in the backfield. Loss of 5. So some potential trickery there, motioning Gaston out of the backfield, and Morgan left there in the Wildcat formation, but the snap was high. They're going to mark it all the way inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
He couldn't get worse field position.
Oh, there's quite a bit of height differential between Gaston, who is 6'4", and Morgan, who is about 5'6". So
wow, exactly. Good point. Wonder what they were going to do with it when they gave it to him. What if he was just going to run it, or was he going to throw it out to Gadsden?
There was not a whole lot of blocking going on there. The Pirates had a ton of penetration in the backfield.
They've called timeout. Choctaw, I guess.
Timeout is going to be the Pirates calling timeout here. Second down and 17 to go, but a lot of negative plays so far forced by the Pirates defense. We'll take a timeout here. 7-7, 11:08 to go in the first half.
Anyone can deliver pizza. Only Marco's can deliver America's most loved pizza. Hot and fresh and right to your door. Every day at Marco's, get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Hello to the Italian way. Hello, Primo.
Reverse play trying to stretch out the Putnam City defense, and the Pirates are there again. There is just simply not any running room for the Choctaw Yellow Jackets. Morgan carries the ball, but it's only a gain of 2 or 3, so this brings up third down and long for Choctaw. Motion. Gatson. Back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Intended for, was that Hawk intended for? No, it was intended for number 6 for the Jackets, Khalil Grant, outstanding cornerback, Division I prospect, but it's incomplete, and they will be forced to punt again, 4th down and 15.
Putnam City's going to get good field position again.
Pirates defense has come to play tonight. They have been
They're quick,
incredible.
and they're not being blocked, and they get to the ball.
This punt straight up in the air, and it is taken at the 38-yard line, and some great running room, great plays made by Mitchell Taylor. Taylor, though, is finally met by a host of Yellow Jackets and pushed backwards. He made a couple of men miss, but the ball is inside the 40-yard line and the best field position of the night for Putnam City.
Well, I'll tell you what, Choctaw defense, they saved their rear there because that kid was fighting to get down the field, and they hit him hard at the end. Let's see if Putnam City can take it in. Great field position.
They got another one-on-one matchup up top. I think that's Savion James to the wide side of the field. We'll see if PC elects to move that. No, it's going to be a quarterback run from Turnbull. Turnbull goes out of bounds and into the bench area. Hits a student over there. I think everybody's okay.
You know, Choctaw sent 8 people that time.
Mm-hmm.
They said that's both linebackers on both sides. They were blitzing. Turnbull's smart enough to jump on the edge and get out of there.
That one, let's see, didn't really fool anyone. And do the Jackets have it? Or do we lose the football there on the yes, Choctaw has it.
Wow.
I'll tell you that it's been difficult tonight. Turnbull really is a magician when it comes to the fakes, but that ball hit the ground on the exchange between Turnbull and Stone, and a second mistake is very costly. Just when PC had the ball in Choctaw territory with a chance to add to the scoreboard, the Jackets take back over.
Well, Putnam City has a blocked field goal. Now they have a fumble in Choctaw territory, and let's see. Choctaw can't get any offense going.
No, they have not been so far. You would think at some point in time they're going to
break out one. Hawk so good, and Gadsden, and Matlock, and Morgan Meyer, and we haven't seen it tonight.
Motion. Boy, that didn't fool anyone. They just flipped the ball up to Jace Larman, and there were multiple defenders waiting right there.
That defensive line's big. They're hard to block.
Trip Alexander,
yeah,
he's done a really nice job.
He missed first couple games of injuries. He's just coming back in form.
There goes Morgan. You see the quickness there. He's bouncing off everybody like a pinball and shoots out near the 40-yard line around the 39. So that's a nice positive play for the Jackets. We haven't seen one of those in a while, but they still have some work to do. Yeah, he does.
They had him back there, and he jumped side to side and took off.
Third down, 5 to go. They need to get to the 43-yard line. They're going to hand it to Morgan. Morgan running hard, and he is thrown backwards.
Close.
And it is very close. It looks like it will be right on the marker, but that was a great play by Evan McTwire. And Steve, you talked about him in the pregame show. You were telling me that this guy's all over the field, and he has been that tonight.
Yeah, he's a wrestler. He almost qualified for state last year. He's hard to block, real shifty.
5'10", 210 pounds. They are going to give them the first down, and it was just at the marker. They got a blocker in front of McTwire. Gadsden calls his own number, more of a quarterback power, and
that's
two big
anywhere.
hits over there for the PC defense. Get the big guy Gadsden down.
Yeah, they're too quick for that. 8 minutes left, second quarter, 7-7.
Gadsden got to call his own number again, a little trap play, but you can't move that PC defensive line. They're standing in there tough. Gadsden only gets a couple, so it's going to be another third down and third and at least medium for Choctaw.
They've kind of taken the passing game away from them with the pass rush. They haven't really they completed many passes.
They really have.
I don't.
They completed one pass play early in the first quarter that was called back due to a hold.
I don't think. Yeah. This is a big play.
Five wide. Gadsden.
There it is,
Going
right
to go
there.
deep. He's underthrown it, and it's picked off. The Pirates pick it off. That will serve somewhat as a punt, but still a turnover. Gadsden threw it up, and he underthrew his intended receiver. And that's a good job back there on the reception. Interception by Keandre Huffman, the junior defensive back, 5'7", 155 pounds.
We just talked about that. Passing and
Yeah.
throws an interception. But like you said, that's a good call. It's like a punt. If you're going to get it picked off, you can get right down there at the 15-yard line.
The Pirates haven't been afraid to move it across the field. They don't have near as good field position here at the 14-yard line as they did on the last possession, which resulted in a turnover. So both teams have turned it over on each of the last possessions. One-on-one coverage down here at the bottom of the screen. Savion James. Now this safety help comes over.
It's a sprint, just a quarterback sweep right there. He's
Turnbull's
hard to
breaking
tackle.
tackles. He's brought down. Big hit laid on him by Tariq Knighton.
That's quarterback sweep all the way. They just line that up and Turnbull will run. Have we seen Herrera? He's another good running back for Putnam City, but Sloan's gone the whole way tonight.
Sloan has gone most of the way. Sloan is back there now. They've done a good job of containing Sloan on the ground, but they have not done a good job of containing him in pass coverage. Sloan steps up to block. Turnbull takes off, and he slides between two defenders. What a move from Turnbull to pick up the first down. Tackle made by the Jackets' Bryson Black.
Had a little Baker Mayfield in him right there.
He slipped right between two guys.
He's a good college prospect. I've said that all year, but I didn't know who he was. He's playing against the defending state champs.
He's added some weight, 6'3", 205 pounds. He's been a starter ever since he arrived at the varsity level.
He's sending that player off the field for some reason.
That's Braylon Taylor for Choctaw, the player that's coming off the field.
Might have been equipment problem or something.
Issue with the helmet. Grayson Ridge will be the replacement. Choctaw with a nickel look and a big play in the backfield, getting back their initial contact by Tariq Knighton, who got Turnbull around the 22-yard line, and he really didn't have a chance to do much of anything. That Knighton blitzed in with incredible speed.
Choctaw just called a safety blitz. I watched him back there in the back end, and he just took off and went right. He had a clear shot to Turnbull.
And he did not miss. These defenses tonight have come to play.
Yeah, I thought it'd be scoring.
I agree.
It's 7. I thought that we'd have a lot of scoring tonight. It's been a good defensive struggle.
Turnbull going to run with it himself. He's got blockers in front, and he's still on his feet. Gets all of the penalty yardage back, and almost all of it. Now back to just shy of the 30-yard line.
I bet, Mark, we wouldn't be talking saying Choctaw scored on a blocked field goal.
Right.
5 minutes left to go in the half. And
that's how we're running that quarterback sweep.
Yeah.
And it just has been really effective tonight. 6 or 7 yards almost any time that they want.
I'm looking for them to throw the ball right here in a minute. I guess they got time to take it all the way down the field, but boy, they're wide out here on the boundary here.
The Jackets have a lot of belief in those cornerbacks, Khalil Grant and Braylon Taylor.
Yeah, you said that they were college prospects.
4:30 to go. Timeout, Putnam City. They want to talk things over here on this crucial 3rd down and 11, trying to keep the football here as we near the end of the first half. We'll take a break and return here with the 3rd down play for the Pirates. Stay tuned.
It's moved pretty quick.
All right, Steve, 3rd down and 11. And the Pirates have had some open receivers. The Choctaw playing a little cloud coverage here. They got
yeah, they do.
Deep halves and man underneath. Turnbull throws it up, tipped, and incomplete. There are a lot of Choctaw defensive backs out there.
That was an ill-advised pass right there. That could have been picked off.
Yeah, there were a lot of white and blue jerseys.
That wasn't a good.
In that vicinity of the intended receiver for PC. So they'll punt it away here from the 28-yard line.
Chockaw's going to get pretty good field position.
And you got to be careful with this punt return game too.
Yes. Yep.
And the Jackets are going to have 9 men on the line of scrimmage. And it makes you wonder if they are going to be aggressive in trying to come after this kick.
He got it off.
He did a great job of getting off. Fair catch called for at the 40-yard line, so that's where Choctaw will take over. Got a pretty good breeze tonight out of the south.
Well, there's 6. I don't know how many first downs has Choctaw even got tonight.
Not many.
No.
Not many.
That defense from Putnam City swarms.
They've been really good. Really good. It's Gaston and Morgan back there in the backfield.
I bet Choctaw's frustrated with their offense. They didn't expect this, I don't think, with
the touchdown tonight, special teams.
Yeah.
Gatson wants to go deep, late rush, and good defense. Pass deflected by number 16 for the Pirates. Great job in coverage by Bishop Moore.
Was that linebacker out there on Gadsden?
Yeah, it was.
He might be the spy.
It's a little bit of a delayed blitz. You're right. He came running up.
Yeah, he might be the spy watching this.
Movement along the defensive line. Gat's going to throw a screen pass out there, and they have really defended that play well tonight.
Wow.
Just no running room after the catch. This Choctaw offense sputtered a little bit in their game at Hays, Kansas.
Okay.
They did not have Morgan that night, and he is one of their big playmakers. He's playing tonight, but has not been effective. Gatson throws over the middle. It's complete to Hawk, but he is short of a first down.
They'll go for it. On 50, they're to midfield almost.
Yeah, they've got 2 yards to go here. The ball is spotted right at the 48, and there you have no hesitation at all.
They don't want to give it back to Putnam City. That's a good pass play. Public City's walking up a bunch on the line there.
You mentioned the versatility of Hawk.
Yeah.
And he was able to sneak out and get right in the middle of the field there for that 8-yard gain. Gadsden's going to run it himself. He's going to have to go, and he has stopped. There's just no blocking over there for the Jackets. The Pirates' defensive line is winning those battles, and they push him back 3 yards and will take over again. A big exchange in field position for Putnam City now here at the 45 with 3:15 to go in the first half.
Choctaw went for it, fourth down. They're giving, man, there's 3 minutes left.
We see a lot more, I think, especially even in the high school ranks, teams not afraid to go for it on fourth down.
Joey McGuire, Texas Tech, he'll go for it his own 10-yard line, I think.
So once again, it is Sloan in the backfield with Turnbull. See if the Pirates could put together a drive here at the end of the first half. Turnbull under heavy rush, screen pass, and it's thrown over the head.
They had it set up, too.
They really did. The Choctaw defensive line was a little bit fooled by that. No one blocked him. They just let those guys go, but Turnbull was immediately under pressure and floated it over the head of his intended receiver, Sloan.
Choctaw was outmanned out here on this side, and they hit the boundary. He catches that ball, he might have been able to go. A good call right there. Just didn't execute it right.
147 yards of offense for the Pirates in the first quarter, but only 15 here in the second quarter. So the defenses have really started to step up for both sides. Pitch goes to Sloan. Sloan's in the clear. 25, 20, 15. No one's going to catch him. You're right. Touchdown run of 44 yards for Roderick Sloan, and that was a huge hole for the senior running back to run through. And the Pirates, by virtue of the fourth down stop in the long run, take the lead 13-7.
Wow.
You called it.
Yeah.
He hit that hole with
he jumped up
such
in
force and speed.
Well, I've watched Putnam City, and their offensive defensive line averages 290 a man. And I didn't know if they were really agile or gifted or what, but they're blocking tonight.
Well, that adds to that offensive total in the second quarter.
Yeah, real quick. Up to 59 now.
Extra point is up, and it is good. 3 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the first half. The Pirates strike again on the long run from Roderick Sloan. We'll take a break. Jackets will get it here with 3:02 to go.
Good job. You're doing good.
From the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and add a half-price drink in the app.
All right, welcome back. Choctaw's got a kick return going here, and one man to beat. Great saving tackle from the Pirates, or we would have been even up. Trying to see who made that stop for Putnam City coming off the field, but that was a huge play.
There's the kicking game again, Mark.
It looked like that was Sean Brown, sophomore, that was able to make the stop. But, man, there is a lot of speed on this field tonight.
Let's see if Choctaw can answer. Defending state champs, behind 14-7, 2:55 left.
Gadsden hands off. There goes Morgan,
He's gone.
he's in the
They
clear.
answered.
Morgan. It only takes him one play, and he breaks through the line, and he is so quick. Mayor Morgan goes the distance. And so a great return to set up that play, and you're right, we are even here with the extra point coming up.
It was 7-7. We were talking about great defense. There's 2 back-to-back touchdowns.
Wow.
2 long running plays.
There really has been a lot of great defense in this game here tonight, but some equally good offense and some quickness being displayed. I'll get you some other scores, some Class 6A Division II coming up here after this extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. We'll take a break here, come back with some scoring updates. It does not take long for the Jackets. Just 18 seconds to even this game up at 14. 2:44 to go. Choctaw 14, Putnam City 14. Couple other district scores here. It is Muskogee 50, Putnam West 0 at halftime. That is a big deficit to overcome for the Patriots. A little bit better tonight situation for Putnam City North. They trail Ponca City 35-21 here in Oklahoma City. Sapulpa leads Bartlesville 21-7. Stillwater on top of U.S. Grant 33-0. A couple of games last night. Southmore defeated Lawton Eisenhower 48-0, and Piedmont 64. Northwest Classen 0. $14 points in the first quarter, and then 14 points in 16 seconds. Here on the long distance runs from the 2 tailbacks, Roderick Sloan and Meyer Morgan, both wear number 2.
Short kick.
It is a short kick, and more running room.
Wow.
And good field position for Putnam City. Kick taken by Keandre Huffman and returned to the 44-yard line.
We may have a really good second half.
I think we will.
I think there's going to be a. Where does Hawk play on defense?
They will use him at defensive end. They will use him some at linebacker, so he can line up at a lot of different positions.
Does he play both ways most of the time?
Yes, he does. I think they'll try to limit his snaps. He's not going to be out there every play, but on critical plays, they will use him. Little run blitz coming, and Choctaw is there. They bring the guys in from the secondary.
Safety walked it up there. Yeah.
Tackle made by Bartlow, the nose guard for the Jackets, one of the players in on that. Got some really good ball games going on in Class 4A tonight. Blanchard and Bethany not too far from here, a couple miles to the west. It's Bethany 14, Blanchard 13 in the first half.
Tuttle's in 4A, right?
Tuttle is the team to beat, in my opinion, in 4A. They are really good this year. They're going up against an outman Medill team tonight. They lead at 50-0 in the first half. Turnbull, running the option, is able to gain a yard. 1:42 to go, and the Jackets want a timeout.
Is Elgin the class in 5A?
Elgin is in 4A.
Oh, they're
also
4A.
This year.
Wow.
They played last night, and they hammered Elk City 54-7. Those two teams might be on a little bit of a collision course again for the finals.
I think Elgin's got a lot of the Lawton players. They moved over there. Cash.
Ritzenmeyer, outstanding player that was so good in the state championship game a year ago as a junior, is back on that team. That Sallisaw team that I saw last week, traveling down to Broken Bow tonight, 21-20 in the second quarter of that game. Another good one going on out east, Ada 28, Poto 21 in a battle of unbeaten teams. Grove is in the top 10. They trail Cushing 24-21. The Ridge Runners are undefeated this season. So Choctaw trying to save some time here if they feel like they can get a stop. The Jackets have not led in this one. Putnam City opened up the scoring, was about to attempt a field goal or attempting a field goal to take a potential 10-0 lead. That was blocked, and Izzy Hammonds returned it for a touchdown, 64 yards. And the two tailbacks have traded touchdowns since then. So 14-14, 142 to go here in the first half. 4 wide receivers to the wide side of the field. Motion, Sloan catches it. He's got blockers out in front, and he's through, and he punishes a Choctaw defender as he gets the first down. He got past the line to gain, and he bowled over Tarek Knighton. Knighton up for the tackle. It looked like Kentrell Gaddis who took the brunt of that Sloan contact. For 175 pounds, he runs with some authority.
He's a good running back. He's quick. You don't want to get him out in open space. That cornerback came up and took a lick on him, got knocked down, but
back to pass. Turnbull under a rush. He escapes, and he is fighting forward. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Good pressure by Dejon Green coming off the outside.
Market took 3 of those Choctaw guys to get him down. He must be really strong.
PC playing with a lot of determination here tonight. Clock is running. Pirates have 1 timeout. They're trying to save that. Sloan bounced that to the intended receiver, incomplete. Sean Jones was, well, they're going to give him the catch, I believe. And PC will use their last timeout. We'll take it with them. 29.8 seconds to go. We're all tied up at 14 here at Putnam City.
From the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
All right, welcome back here. 29.8 seconds to go. The Pirates have called their final timeout, so let's see what they have planned for the Jackets. Rush, Turnbull, tucks it and runs. Can he get to the sidelines? No, he does have the first down.
They don't have any timeout. They're down to 22 seconds. They're lining up real quick. He needs to either spike it or why'd the clock stop?
They're going to move the chains.
Oh, they
wait
moved
for
the
that.
chains first down.
Yeah, and they do spike it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movement. I don't know. Let's see what the officials, where the Pirates set. The Jackets came across the line of scrimmage.
They're going to have to talk about it.
Yeah, they need to move. That is a first down. So once they get the chain set, I think they can play. But the Pirates did a great job of getting back up on the line of scrimmage to snap that ball. There was hardly any time.
That wide out was way down the field. He ran back here. He sprinted to get back on our side over here.
Only took 10 seconds for that play. This could be a critical score.
They better spy a Turnbull. Oh, he throws it. He's not.
Got a man. Oh, an extension. Trying to catch the pass. Incomplete. Just overthrown Savion James, who Pirates have been getting separation all night.
Yeah, he had him beat. If the ball would have been there, he was there. You know, it's tough with that Choctaw defense because Turnbull can tuck it and run. He's that shifty and quick. And
when they over pursue, he's making them pay.
Yeah. I'd surely have a spy on him.
Back to pass again. Turnbull's going to throw this one up, and good coverage, better coverage for the Jackets, but I think they're going to get a penalty on the Choctaw defense. It's going to be pass interference, and that will be a first down with 9 seconds to go here in the first half.
I was going to say, if Choctaw could go to the halftime 14-14, they'd be happy. It wasn't one of their stellar first halves because Pup C has something to do with it.
Choctaw's going to get it to start the second half.
Okay.
Well, wait. No, that's not true. PC will get it.
Yeah, Putnam City.
The Jackets received the opening kickoff. So, wow, what an opportunity here for Putnam City to be able to put some points on the board and then receive the football
Look
in
at
the
them
second
moving
half.
it down there. Look. Well, they got 9 seconds.
Pass interference to the 20. You want to throw this one again towards the sideline and see if you can have a potential touchdown and then maybe one play to kick a field goal.
I don't know if I'd kick a field
right,
goal.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Look at that man coverage down here for Choctaw. They do have a little safety help over the top.
He's opening the slot. If they run that post route, he's got it. If unless that corner steps up.
Jackets come with the rush, and they're able to get to Turnbull. Big play made by number 91, Jace Watson, for the Choctaw defense. And that brings us to the conclusion of the first half. It's been a heck of a game.
Wow.
Steve, this one's going to go to the wire, I think, tonight. 14-14. Halftime break coming up, but we'll return with the second half coming up here for the PC Pirates. Stay tuned. second half about to get underway here at Putnam City Stadium. We are all tied up at 14. This has been a heck of a game. Some of the numbers from the first half. The penalty situation got fixed for PC in the second quarter. They had 6 for 50 in the first and none in the second, and they piled up 220 yards of offense. Both defenses really got after the opponent. Choctaw was held to -3 yards of offense in the first half, just 56 in the second quarter. So Putnam City has outgained Choctaw in this 220-53, but the big special teams play has us even on the scoreboard on the blocked field goal return for the touchdown by Hammonds. Kick is going to be taken, looking for running room. Seam is there, and into the open. A big return for Putnam City, number 24, on the return. Great play by Jonas Stinson Powers.
Well, what a great return to start the second half. That's all you can ask for.
Special teams have been pretty good tonight.
Putnam City's pretty good all around. I'm impressed. I've seen them play 3 other games, and the opponents wasn't real, but this state champs, and you know Choctaw's good.
Fake. Quarterback draw. Turnbull goes upfield and gains 9 to the 45-yard line. Don't forget the Professional Recyclers $250 giveaway. So bring that sack of clothes, box of shoes. All you got to do is place them in the large bin setting outside the main gate here at PCO Stadium. At the end of the year, someone's going to win $250. Every time you donate, you get a ticket. You can donate as many times as you want. No limit on number of games. So final home game, they will be giving away that $250. And PRI, Professional Recyclers, giving away $100,000 to the Putnam City School District in the last decade. Second down and 1, and pass falls incomplete. That was intended for Thomas Stone, the tight end.
Mark,
on third and 1.
On that play before, Mark, he's a magician with the ball, kind of. I mean, he faked it, and everybody went that way, and he just jumped up and took off.
Yeah, you really have to be impressed with the way that he's able to fake. This is a very senior, experienced, senior-oriented Putnam City offense.
Yes, it is.
That's going to be a first down. They push Choctaw out of the way, and a gain of 5 on the sneak.
See, the other games I watched them play, the opponents were real good, and their lines were good, and I didn't know if they could block against a good defensive front.
After talking with Coach Corbett, after talking with Jake, this Choctaw team was my preseason number 1 in this class. They had, I think, the potential to be as good or even better than they were last year. I don't think they're quite there. I think that they've got a little bit of room to work and improve. But this Putnam City team, this is quite a performance tonight.
Yeah, and it's a district game. Stillwater and Piedmont, those are the 4 top teams in this district. There he is again.
Turnbull's going to take off, and he is thrown to the ground. Stop made on the play by Tarek Knighton.
He's been in a lot of plays tonight, that Knighton.
He really has been active. He is making a lot of tackles.
I think Putnam City's slowing it down. Now, I don't know if that's just the way. They're not first.
Maybe they feel like they've got the confidence that they can move the ball on the ground.
And eat the clock up a little bit. First quarter, they never slowed down 1 second.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad strategy at
I
all
don't
to try
either.
to keep the
I
ball
was
away.
impressed. That's why I said it. I thought it was.
What a cut. What a cut by Sloan, and he takes off into the secondary, and he is corralled at the 6-yard line. He took a step inside and then turned on the Jets for a 30-yard run. Roderick Sloan is having a great game tonight.
And he's not real big, 175. Boy, he's quick, though. Yeah, they're slowing it down. They're not. They don't.
34th meeting tonight between these two teams, Steve. Putnam City has the lead in the all-time series 23-10, but they are trying to end a 5-game losing streak to the Jackets.
Wow. I didn't know that. That's good stats right there.
They bottle up Sloan. Doesn't have near as much running room. Second down and goal to go.
Yeah, they're using the clock pretty good. They're not much in a hurry of offense there. They're going to try to limit Choctaw's possessions, it looks like.
Play clock is at 10, and they go under center with Turnbull. Turnbull, hands off, then bouncing off the defenders and running inside the 5-yard line down to the 4 is Sloan. So that will be third down and goal to go from the 4-yard line.
Yeah, they can't get a first down. Nice little drive to start the second half.
Motion out of the backfield, hands off to the fullback, and that did not fool the Choctaw defense, although they're still pushing and fighting forward. Let's see where the referees decide to spot the ball. They're going to spot it inside the 1-yard line. That is great determination and drive from the Pirates to keep the legs moving and sets up a situation of fourth down and about half a yard for the touchdown.
I think that's the first time fullback ran the ball tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they were trying to catch Choctaw a little off.
They didn't surprise him, but they pushed him around a little.
No, they just got a little closer to the goal line. Here we go. Fourth down.
It's a quarterback sneak. Turnbull.
I don't
is
think
he
he got in.
Still no signal. Still no signal. And it's a touchdown.
Wow.
Finally, they unpile him, and Turnbull goes in for the half-yard line for the score. And the Pirates are back on top, 20-14, 7:48 to go in the third quarter.
4-minute and 12-second drive and the kickoff return set them up 60 yards away.
Turnbull celebrating as he comes off the field. And they're waiting for the extra point. Kick is up. The kick is good.
Wow.
21-14, 7:48. The Jackets will get it back when we return here, Putnam City by 7.
From the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but they don't know what the heck they're talking about. Fun's now $1.99 at Sonic with creamy queso wraps and more. Take that, they. The Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99.
Welcome back. Pirates set to kick it off after that impressive scoring drive. 3 first downs, had a good kickoff return to set that up by Jonas Stinson Powers. Mark Rogers, Steve Ferguson with you here tonight. Second district game. Both these teams trying to reach 2-0 in the district. And you mentioned it, there's some tough customers in here. Stillwater, Piedmont, Putnam City, Choctaw. We're going to see some good battles this year.
Yes, they're going to be. We got some. Southmore's not bad.
Not bad. Not bad at all. You're right.
They're 4th, 5th right now. Stillwater might be the favorite now. I don't know. Putnam City goes to Stillwater October 24th. Next Thursday they go to Lott and Ike.
I'm ready for that.
You are? Let's see what the kick's this time. They've kicked it different every time.
This ball's taken at the 22-yard line. And a great return earlier by Hammonds. And he is taken down. That is a big-time tackle. Jonas Stinson-Powers has been the man on special teams. Not only did he return the last one, but he came up with a solo tackle in open field of Israel Hammonds.
Yeah, he's been all over the field. He's a special teams player right now. Public City's got some speed. They cover. See what Choctaw wants to try to do. Go back to that run they ran a while ago.
Yeah, we've seen some really aggressive tackling tonight.
Yeah. See if they try that same run that they scored that long touchdown on. Trying to see where 43 is.
They go with the Wildcat, and it's Meyer. Motion coming. Oh, we got extracurricular stuff going on after the play, and it's almost a full-fledged brawl there.
Gosh.
2 flags fly. That was going on. I don't know if the initial flag was some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct, but that right after that, there were players continuing on way past the whistle.
Is that Alexander's son, Tripp?
Good. I did not get the number of the 2 guys that were rolling around in there.
Could be offsetting. If they, I don't. These. No, it looks like Choctaw's backing up.
The first penalty might be holding.
Okay.
I think the second penalty, it depends on
who started the skirmish there.
Yeah, it does. That's going to depend on.
We've had a few confrontations tonight with the white hat and all officials. They going to offset them or no? It's going to be about Putnam City unsportsmanlike.
First penalty was face mask on the defense.
Okay.
And so that was what. And so now they will mark it back the other way. So the face mask penalty on Putnam City, the unsportsmanlike penalty on Choctaw. So that's a little bit of a break for the Pirates.
Big break.
Second down, and let's see here. They're going to have.
They got to get to the 43.
First down and 10.
Okay. Yeah, 33 to 43. They got trips left over there. See if they go with it. No, they're going to run it.
Gatson, quarterback power, just fights forward. Big pile up at the 37-yard line, so he gets 5 yards on the first down play.
They're hurrying up. Now they got 4.
Trying to change the tempo a little bit. Pirates are going to rush 4. They're throwing that one up, and a little bit of a size advantage for Hawk as they tried to throw the go route to Hawk, who's got probably 6 or 7 inches on the defender. And we'll have pass interference called on the Pirates.
Yeah, he was all over him.
I believe that's Keandre Huffman over there trying to defend Hawk. Hoffman is 5'7", Hawk is 6'7". That's a little bit of a matchup, so you can see why Choctaw might be trying to isolate that. It's good enough for the first down.
Yeah, that's a good call right there.
Gatson has Morgan to his left, hands it to Morgan. Morgan is in the clear, and Morgan had just a little seam, and he takes it for a gain of over 13 yards down to the 35-yard line. He does not need a lot of time.
Got a little extracurricular activity on this sideline over here. Wide receiver and defensive back, they're going at it.
Gatson going to call his own number, working and weaving his way down to the 28-yard line. The defensive front again for the Pirates has been solid tonight. Keelan Johnson up front on that side of the ball, along with Tripp Alexander. These guys have been really good tonight. Defensive end, Nasir Nelson. Linebackers, we'll get those for you here momentarily. Second down and 8 to go. Motion, Morgan fakes the handoff. Gatson takes it and has some running room, and he is bulldozing over players as he crosses the 25-yard line down to the 23. It's another Choctaw first down.
That's his strongest run of the day. He jumped up in there and took off and ran over a defensive back.
So quick for Mayor Morgan. You have to pay so much attention to him that it's tough on those fakes. We got a player down for Putnam City, and good news is he's up now, so we'll take a timeout on the field here. 5:55 to go in the third quarter. It is PC 21, Choctaw 14. Let's do it. First down and 10 for the Jackets. Steve, you mentioned it. They put together a pretty nice drive here.
Mm-hmm.
The offense is starting to throw their weight around a little bit in a game that's been such a good slugfest so far defensively. Morgan takes it from the 24-yard line right down to the 20, and the Jackets continue to push the tempo.
Is this Hawk out here on the far outside out here, 16?
17.
Oh, okay.
Titus Hawk. 16 is
okay. He and this defensive back has gone at it 4 plays in a row.
pass in the flat. Zaylen Matlock
wow.
catches it.
That's that Matlock.
Matlock down to the 17-yard line, but he's still short of the first down, so it's going to be third down and about 4 to go. PC is making it tough on the Jackets.
Yeah, and Choctaw's answering the call after Putnam City drove it down the field now. See if they can get it in the end zone.
Morgan, just a little crease is all he needs. He's got the first down, and Moore crosses the 14-yard line and ends up at the 10. A gain of 5. Putnam North Panthers making a little bit of a comeback here in the fourth quarter. They trail Ponca City 47-35.
Here we go. Let's see if they get it in.
Gatson going to keep it himself. No, it's handed off to Morgan, and that was a bad decision. Gatson was running free, but Morgan is stopped. That's good defense, and it's your guy again on the stop coming in there to make the play is Evan McTwire.
Yeah, and that was the open field tackle. Boy, he broke down.
Not easy to make an open field tackle on Meyer Morgan.
No, he got a good angle on him.
Reverse motion by Matlock, and it's a reverse. And Putnam City, we're going to have a penalty flag here, but the Pirates were fooled there momentarily on all of that action as Kentrell Gaddis came around on the backside after the reverse motion from Matlock, and we've got a penalty flag here.
Was
We'll
it
see what
illegal
is.
motion that he moved toward the line?
Yeah, it's possible. I think that's very likely what it could be.
Yeah, I think it was.
It looks like some Canadian football there, the way that they're moving those guys
Well,
around.
they are. Yeah, they're going deep. I think he turned toward the line of scrimmage too quick. Wow. They are quick at Morgan kid. Matlock.
That pushes them all the way back to the 21-yard line on second down and goal. Gatson
He's got him.
steps up in the pocket looking for
yeah.
Hawk, and he did not complete the pass. So third down and 21. This drive has potentially stalled here, and a big opportunity for PC to get a stop.
Yeah, there's. I think he had him there. I think he just didn't hit him.
That was a little bit of an early turn up.
Yeah,
Gatson,
he's
throwing
got him.
deep.
He's got him.
Touchdown. Catch made in the back of the end zone. A nice pitch and catch for the touchdown. Gatson was calm in the pocket and found his man right between the goalposts. So the Jackets answered in one play. The last time the Pirates took the lead, it takes them a few more plays to score here, but they've evened it up with 3:30 to go. Extra point is good. We'll take a timeout. 3:30 left here in the third quarter. Putnam City 21, Choctaw 21.
From the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
Yard touchdown pass from Gatson to Grayson Ridge Jr. for the Jackets, and we are all even at 21. What a game this has been.
Yeah, it's been. I told people it would be, but then I just didn't know if Putnam City had it to play them.
This game was not competitive a year ago. 54-14. It has been ultra competitive so far.
Get kick return.
Oh, ball's loose, and the ball squirts free. It falls forward, and there to pick it up and take it into the end zone. Is this going to count? I would love to see this again.
Yeah, touchdown. White hat, yeah. We got to have a replay.
That was unbelievable. It was hard to see if the ball bounced forward. I don't think it did because it would come back. But here's Jake Corbin. Jake Corbin is out in the middle of the field here. Is not happy. See if we can take another look at that play. That was something else. I apologize.
Oh, there it was. They just showed it on the big screen.
I completely had missed what happened on that play.
I didn't
thought
see
there may
it.
have been a fumble.
Did you see it?
But
where'd the ball go when they hit him? Did it? And he picked it up.
Extra point is up, and it is good. So just like that, special teams play. The Pirates even it up with that long kick return for the score. They lead at 28-21. Wow.
14 seconds off the clock. It's 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. This game's going over.
Yeah.
What
I thought we'd have some points tonight. I really did.
You said that in the first quarter.
I'd
like to see that again. Wonder if
So it looked like that Savion James had fumbled it, and it fumbled into the arms of Dejon Ackerson, who picked it up and ran the distance. Now, that is not something that you see all the time on a kickoff. A fumble recovered by the return team and returned for a touchdown.
they've got speed. I've said it all year. I didn't know they'd have speed against Choctaw, but they do.
What an exciting play. I mean, I'm sorry. I was completely lost on the call there.
See, Choctaw's not getting very deep on kickoffs. So evidently Putnam City can't kick it deep.
Hammonds has taken it every
Look
time.
at this.
Yeah. I mean, the kick coverage has been
out to the 47.
Most of the possessions have started this evening near midfield.
Yeah, inside the 40s.
So it's now up to the Putnam City defense. They have been strong tonight, but they have yielded scores every time that they have taken the lead. Neither team has had more than a one-possession lead in the game so far. Choctaw has not had the lead in this game at all. So it's been really going down the path of Putnam City scores. Choctaw answers. We'll see if the Pirates can kind of end this streak.
There's something going on. Trip Anderson's is talking to the official. Now they're not lining up. And now they're set. Now there's no.
Gatson is moving forward for a gain of about 10. And so the Jackets must see something in this play combination that they like, just a two-man game between Meyer and Gadsden.
We may get in the 50s before we leave here.
Matlock motions, handoff Morgan, and the Jackets are starting to really gain a little bit of strength along the offensive front.
Have they done anything out of that motion to that guy in motion? Have they thrown it over there to him? Or
no, they have not.
They're just trying to get the defense to shift to that side.
Mm-hmm. Morgan, that's a good stop by the PC defense, setting up a third down here. 3rd and 6. No gain on the play for Meyer Morgan.
Yeah, because it looked like he was going to get more than that, and they closed down on him. Oh, we got an injured player.
Looks like a cramp here for Putnam City. Let's see if they can get that worked out and hopefully have this player back into up on his feet and into the lineup. Let's take a break with him here. It is 2:11 to go in the third quarter. Pirates lead at 28-21.
From the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but they don't know what the heck they're talking about. Fun's now $1.99 at Sonic with creamy queso wraps and more. Take that, they. The Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99.
Trip Alexander, the player being attended to coming off of the field, he's played a really good game tonight.
Yes, he's clogged that middle up pretty good. Let's see what we got.
3rd down and 7. Choctaw converted their last 3rd down for a touchdown.
There's that motion guy, and they throw it out to him this time.
They did, and that's great defense. They threw it out to Morgan to get him into open space, knowing how difficult he is to tackle. They do pick up some yardage to make this 4th down play a little bit more manageable.
They hadn't done that all night, and they finally threw it to him. You get one-on-one with him, you're going to have to tackle him, or he'll be gone.
I've been really impressed with the tackling tonight for Putnam City.
Yeah, big time. Here he comes, motion this side.
Morgan is got the first and cuts back inside where he thought he might have some more running room, but that's a nice gain of 9 yards on the 4th down play, and Choctaw will move the chains once again. Gadsden got to keep it, trying to elude the Putnam City defenders, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
He made a good run just to get there. They had it pursued there.
He really did try to outrun the angle there.
Yeah, and he couldn't do it. Putnam City goes to the ball. They hustle to the ball. 3.
Penalty is going to move them back. Flag will cost them 5 yards. Actually, it will cost them 10. So that's going to be,
Wow.
yeah, holding, wind the clock. So it's now 1st and 20 to go for Choctaw. That was a guard. Looked like he may have gone the wrong way and might have fooled the defense a little bit and almost ran into the running back.
Yeah.
But a gain of about 4.
They're under 1 minute in the 3rd quarter. Putnam City leading 28-21, and Choctaw's driving.
We got 3 receivers split here, and they're not fooled at all. Big play, busting through the defensive line to make the tackle. See, that was for Choctaw. It was, Deshaun Buford for Putnam City was the player that broke through and was able to reach Mayor Morgan before he had a chance to do anything. So another 3rd down, an extremely long situation here facing Choctaw. The Jackets are going to let time expire here in the 3rd quarter. When we return, 3rd down and 22, Putnam City, by virtue of a kick return and a fumble recovery that found its way to the end zone. They lead at 28-21, headed to the 4th.
SNU sets the standard for innovative servant leadership. Students from every discipline are exposed to leadership opportunities where they can thrive. In more than 45 majors, students experience true integration of faith and learning, rising to be leaders in their field. SNU is the place for educators to take the next step and earn a master's or doctorate in education and leadership, with over 400 ed leadership graduates serving across Oklahoma. If you're starting as a freshman or earning a master's or doctorate, SNU is the place for you.
Big play coming up here in the ball game. It is 3rd down and 20 to go for the Choctaw offense. Putnam City has featured a tremendous pressuring defense and a tough tackling defense here tonight. Gatson rolls to his left, sets up, throws a screen play, and the Pirates have it figured out. The Pirates read that extremely well. They were going to throw it back and try to catch the defense by surprise, but PC was there to stop the play and force a 4th down and 20. And really no man's land here for the Jackets. Certainly a possibility to try to punt this football, but it doesn't look like that's what they're going to do.
That Putnam City defense has been swarming the ball all night.
Gatson.
Oh, he's there.
Looking downfield. He's got
wide
a man,
open.
and he overthrew him, but a flag comes in late. Oh, no, that's not a flag. That is the reflection of a car. It was a reflection of a car here in the press box. I was going to say, I mean, for holding, he sure had a few steps on his man, but no penalties on the play, and Putnam City takes over at the 35-yard line.
Well, now let's just see if they slow it down. Putnam City tries to drive it.
I think this is probably about 31 years for me calling some high school football. That's the first time I've ever been fooled by the reflection of a car.
Where did you see the car?
Right,
Oh.
right here in the window.
Oh, that's good.
A perfect trajectory and everything. The Pirates are going to toss it on the reverse, and not much running room on the pitch to Mitchell Taylor.
Don't know about that call. They've been going right at them. You want to make some positive yards on 1st down. Now you're sitting there 2nd down and 11. They've been going straight at them with Sloan and Turnbull all night. Put them behind the chains.
Yeah, this is a Choctaw defense that did give up 29 points a week ago.
Yeah, to Piedmont.
And the Pirates have been using some of that same similar type of offense that Piedmont uses. Turnbull fakes the handoff in the backfield and falls forward for a gain of a couple. Clock still runs, but this is a long third
It's
down
a big
attempt
3rd
here.
down.
Yes,
big
it
3rd
is.
down. That 1st down call, that little reverse, maybe they tried to catch them off, but they've been going straight at them. He got 4 right there. I mean, if you get 4 on 1st down, 2nd and 6, 4 again, it's 3rd and 2. Keep the clock moving.
And we're going to have a flag fly here on the offense. Let's see what the call will be. I think it's going against Putnam City,
Motion.
illegal procedure, and that'll take it back to 3rd down and 12. Pirates have had the lead or been tied throughout this entire game, but the one thing they have not been able to do is extend it past one score. They had an opportunity to on a field goal attempt in the 1st quarter, and it was blocked and taken the other way for a touchdown.
They let Choctaw stay in it. It's a big 3rd down. What do you call here, Mark Rogers?
That's a good question. I don't mind a quarterback draw. Let's see. I mean, they've had some success, but Choctaw is not going to allow.
Choctaw thought what you thought.
Yeah, they are not going to allow Turnbull to get set up. They come crashing
They set
down
those
from the
both
edge.
defensive ends in, and he had nowhere to go. Both those ends came in smoking like crazy, and they didn't run much time off that clock. Now they got punted, and Choctaw going to have decent field position.
Steve, we had big plays tonight on offense. We've had a lot of sacks and tackles for loss on defense.
Yeah.
This game's had a little bit of everything.
Yes, this game's been the Cox people showing it up there. I'm guaranteed they're getting what they want at home. Ones that couldn't come out tonight. Beautiful Friday evening.
Ooh, that was close to being blocked.
Safety came all the way, and there they go. They're going to get the ball on the other side.
Matlock is tackled inside Putnam City territory at the 48, so that's where they will take over.
Mark, if Putnam City wins this game, it's that coverage on their kicks and stuff. They haven't let Putnam City get any extra yardage.
if Putnam City wins?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would say their tackling overall has been I think it's been great tonight because this is not an easy offense to stop, but a lot of really quick and difficult to tackle running backs.
Yeah, it's they swarm the ball. Choctaw's got great field position, other side of the 50. See what they can do with it. There's that motion.
Gadsden is going to keep it, and he is forced out of bounds. Nice play to push him out by Deshaun Buford, linebacker. Not much of a gain at all. They'll spot it at the 44, 46-yard line, just inside the 45. Got to get it to the 39, so second down and 6 to go. They move it back a full yard.
That Gadsden's a big quarterback.
He has alternated the position, has seen time at the position in each of the last 3 seasons. There's big running room for Morgan, shedding tacklers and moving past the sticks to the 39-yard line, 38-yard line, first down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
They had a great quarterback last year that led them to state. He went and played college baseball, I think.
Cash Williams?
Yes.
Playing at Tennessee.
Okay. Baseball?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
catcher, wasn't he?
He's a catcher, yeah. He and Gaston had kind of split some time if Williams had been hurt, but they had a really good quarterback situation at Choctaw the last couple of years. Gaston going to throw it up. Again, trying to take advantage of the mismatch in size, and Hawk can't run underneath it.
They have good pass defense. Choctaw hadn't been able to throw the ball well tonight.
No, they haven't.
At all. And we got another player down. Must be cramping. Looks like
8:47 to go. We'll take a break here. Can the Pirates defense rise to the occasion again? A big third down when we return. $8:47 to go. We are back third down and 10. Certainly in the territory I would expect the Jackets to use 2 downs to try to pick up the first if they need, and they might not need it at all. First down and 10 as Gaston calls his own number and gets it past the 29 to the 28 where he picks up a first down.
Putnam City defense must be getting tired, or Gaston's really coming on strong this last 2 quarters.
Yeah, they have made an attempt to try to get him the football and run it forward. High snap. Gatson gets it, and there he goes again, and he is pushing defenders. Now, was that a flag flying in there late? I believe it was.
Yes, it is. Or a car driving by.
Not car headlights. The officials are conferring, and a player is down. Buford was down momentarily for Putnam City.
If that car drives by again, try to tell me what
somebody find the flag, please.
Make a model of that car if it drives by you again.
There is a little bit of glare tonight, and I see a hat, right? Is that a hat? Do we have
Yeah,
a hat?
it's a hat. He's taking his hat off. Or what is that?
All right, I'm.
There's something I'm looking at here on this screen.
Yeah.
You're not seeing things.
Okay, that's good.
We're
'Cause
not
you really have me concerned that I am.
We're not taking you to the eye doctor just yet.
That's the ball there on the 12-yard
Yeah.
line where they have spotted it. I do not see a penalty flag, so that's
There's not
where
one.
it's going to be. Gatson is able to get the first down with a run down to the 12. Trip Alexander, the player that's come off for the second time, so hopefully Tripp can get back out there as he's struggling a little bit right now. Gatson, 10, down to the 5. And so Choctaw is starting to exert some of that force, and they had a drive here that they really needed to try to get back into this ball game. Oh, big
Wow,
play.
what a tackle there.
And now 2 flags fly on this one. Not sure what we will have called, but that was a good stop of Morgan as he worked around the right side.
Holding. Choctaw's backing up.
Choctaw had really found something, I think, in the quarterback run game. They had just been methodically moving forward at 6, 7, 8 yards a clip, but this could be a potential huge play for the Pirates if they force them to march backwards.
Choctaw's waiting for them to mark it off. I don't know what they're discussing now. There they go. Had to be holding, didn't it?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Middle of the line. That's where the flag was thrown.
So 2nd and 15 to go. They need to get it inside the
They can get a first down at the 2.
get a first down just a little bit inside the 3-yard line. Not quite to the 2. Great job by Putnam City's pass rush tonight and in the secondary to limit this Choctaw offense to really be forced to utilize completely the ground game. Gatson's got running room, got blockers in front, falling forward, pushing people out of the way, and he gets to the 9.
Mark, you were right. They found that. They're running it to death right there. They're blocking it and letting him take over.
Hard to adjust in the defense when the quarterback becomes a weapon in the run game. Usually you don't account for him
Yeah,
in that spot.
Somebody hurt again. Cramp.
Yeah, it's definitely a little warm out there tonight. 7:30 to go. Choctaw, 3rd down and 7 to go when we come back. Yeah. Key 3rd down play from the 10-yard line. They need inside the 3. Gatson rolls to his right. Left-handed pass. Double coverage in the end zone. Incomplete. They keep trying to go to Titus Hawk. And the Pirates are up to the task of defending the pass.
He had to throw that one away. He was double covered, wasn't he?
He was double covered.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to get that ball in there.
Buford comes onto the field for the Pirates defense.
Putnam City players are getting into it. Look at them.
Ace can sense how important this play is here with 7:24 to go.
They're fired up. Here we go. They've watched college football. College teams do that. Miami.
And the officials blow the whistle, sensing how important this play is. Jay Corbin wants to talk things over with his team. A lot of strategy going on here in the final minutes of the fourth quarter. 7:24 to go. Choctaw facing a fourth down when we return. Here we go. Most important play of the game so far. Choctaw got isolation with Hawk on the right side. 4 receivers to Gadsden's left. They're going to go to Hawk. They throw it up there, and it is incomplete.
Look at them. Putnam City sidelines celebrating.
Choctaw continuing to try to go back to Titus Hawk with that big height advantage, but the Pirates have defended it every time. That has been incredible effort from the PC secondary tonight. Over there, standing tall, Keandre Huffman has played really well in coverage, had a little bit of help.
Mark Hawk hasn't had really a good game, has he? He hadn't had the ball very much.
I don't know if it's necessarily he has not had the ball. He made a catch over the middle, but it's just really, I think it's been credit to the PC defense for being able to get those
out of
stops.
the game.
Yeah. Putting pressure on Gadsden to make it tough to find anyone.
Let's see this first down play. Let's see if they go forward instead of trying to run a reverse to get deeper.
Clock can really become the friend. There's the handoff,
There
and it goes to Sloan, and Sloan runs and stays in bounds. So the Pirates really can let some of the air out of this game, and Roderick Sloan, who has had so many good games in a Pirates uniform, is having another one here tonight, whether it's catching the football or running.
Turnbull has made Sloan a better athlete because they got to watch Turnbull too. It's under 7 minutes.
Also want to remind everybody for the professional recyclers, the $250 giveaway. Bring a sack of clothes or a box of shoes. Place them in the large bin right inside the main gate of PCO Stadium. You'll have a chance to win $250 the final week of the year. You're going to get a ticket for every donation. Turnbull, there's a little bit of confusion. Sloan maybe trying to pick up a blitz on the RPO, and he goes backwards. 6-yard loss. That'll bring up second down and 16.
Yeah, Willis is running down the sideline, getting on his coaches, saying, we don't want to go backwards. Got to go forward. We got to get first downs, run that clock out. That puts you behind the chains right there.
Sloan smashes the ball into a host of Yellow Jacket defenders that are there to make the tackle. And we've got another speeding headlight. That one came in late, and so I don't know which side this is on. It would be a huge penalty against Choctaw if it is a personal foul, and that's usually what this flag indicates when it comes in this late.
What's happening? Putnam City's
got a player down. I believe it's a Choctaw player at the 20-yard line. We'll keep it right here until we figure out what the penalty will be. Personal foul on the defense.
Well, automatic first down. Wow. How many timeouts does Choctaw have left?
Choctaw 2. They just called the one timeout here on the last play. So that is going to give Putnam City a first down after the loss that put them behind the sticks. So huge penalty on Choctaw.
I bet they don't try to run backwards. I bet they go forward. They get 25 seconds.
What I mentioned, the PRI has given over $100,000 in the last decade to Putnam City School District because of the bins located at many PC district schools, and all those donations at PCO home games will go to the PCO football program. Handoff to Sloan, and now the Yellow Jackets are starting to really zero in on this run game as they might have a suspicion that the Pirates are trying to run some clock.
They're shooting a gap on every player because they know they're not going to pass it. And the linebackers, everyone's got a gap, and they're going right through it, and Putnam City can't run. They're going to have to go outside or throw a screen or something to stop the pursuit.
Jackets are a little antsy there on a snap count.
Yeah, you about got them. They're milking it down to 3 seconds. They're going to run a quarterback sweep. That's been there all night.
Turnbull is bouncing off players. He's got a first down. What a run by Skylar Turnbull.
I'd run him every play into this game. Wow.
And that play clock is just ticking away.
Oh, yeah, they're not in a hurry.
You have to look back through some of the Pirates games here in recent memory just to see what kind of a big district win this would be. They had a big win last year over Southmore to help with playoff seeding. There's Sloan.
Well, I don't know when's the last time they beat a defending state champ for a district win.
That's been a while, I would say. I think this is going to go down in one of the better wins that we've seen, and it has to feel especially good if you look at the results against Choctaw the last couple of years, 54-14, 65-20. The Yellow Jackets has really put it on Putnam City.
Maybe when Mark Little was here back in the early 2000s. I don't recall it since then.
Play clock at 6 when it snapped.
Oh, he went out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Turnbull did go out of bounds, but he had a nice gain. And Choctaw is really on their heels here defensively, trying to stop this quarterback run game.
You see, Putnam City's Sloan's the lead blocker. He leads him through that hole, and that gives him an extra blocker.
That was not a first down, so it is third down, and the clock did stop. So important to keep that clock moving here.
Go out of bounds. You need to jump up there. Look at
Turnbull is going to have the first down easily on the quarterback sneak.
Wow.
Picks it up and pushes it forward.
I wouldn't give that ball to another player. I'd let him run it out.
44 minutes and 30 seconds. This game has been played within one possession or a tie. And so we have been on the edge of our seats all night long.
When's Choctaw start calling their last timeouts?
It's going to have to be here pretty quick. They will be able to snap this one right around the 3-minute mark.
Good clock management. Sloan takes it.
Sloan.
Oh, he got through there.
How he pops out of there, I have no idea. He
got through there.
Low center of gravity for Roderick Sloan.
They had him stopped, and he jumped through there. They're not calling it yet.
5 yards. That's a huge effort
Big
here
play
trying
on
to
first down. Yeah.
put this clock away.
Don't
Sloan, and the ball is loose. It's loose. Did Turnbull get back on it? There are a couple of Choctaw defenders. Each
Putnam
team is
City
pointing
got
their
it.
way, but
Putnam
I think
City
the
got
Pirates have it.
They got it.
Oh, that is just almost.
They about took Sloan's head off.
They really did try to kind of.
And they knocked him down.
That ball squirted out, and Turnbull.
2 minutes, Mark.
He was keeping an eye on the football. He outfought a couple of Choctaw defenders to maintain possession. That is huge.
What is it, third and how many?
3rd down and 12. They need to get to the 30.
First down about wins it. Choctaw can stop it twice.
Six A scores tonight. Deer Creek beats Edmond North 13-12. Norman North beats Westmore 43-20. PC will call their second timeout here.
Smart.
Choctaw still has 2. So it's 1:22 to go in the ball game.
Smart.
Owasso beats Union 35-9. Bixby all over Moore 81-6.
God, 81-6.
And if you like 75-point margins of victory, there was another 75-point margin of victory in Class 6A Division I tonight. Mustang beat Enid 75-zip.
Dang. Gosh.
Tough night for Norman. They go down to Jinx 44-0, and UConn in the fourth quarter about to be put away by Broken Arrow 42-14.
That's what people tell me. Norman could go play really good with Jinx.
Norman did beat Bixby at the end of last year, but that was the final game of the season, and the Spartans had already
clinched it.
Sealed up their playoff spot for the most part. So I mean, it's
a win, yeah.
Very impressive feat to
Anytime
be able to beat a team like that.
Bigsby, they're ranked number 1 in the nation.
Southeast High School's undefeated season comes to an end tonight at Duncan, 44-14.
It's been 42 years since they were 5-0.
Beat Midwest City for the first time ever last week.
Oh, God.
Got to see good friend Darrell Hall in the press box.
Oh, yeah.
Here, former Midwest City coach. State champion at Booker T. Washington, Star Spencer.
Okay, as soon as this plays over, you know Choctaw's calling timeout. Unless they get a first down, then it's over.
Turnbull takes off, blasts forward to the 36-yard line, and a decision. And, yes, Jay Corbin runs right out onto the field to call timeout at the 40-yard line. 1:15 to go. Choctaw will have one timeout remaining following this. So the Pirates have a decision to make. Will Willis Alexander punt this football away to try to make Choctaw go even further, or do they take an attempt to just try to end this thing by picking up a first down?
What is it, 4th and what?
4th
10?
down and 8.
8?
Got to get it to the 30-yard line. That probably is a little bit too far to try to.
Where are you going to punt it to? Where are you getting it? What if it's blocked and they run it back?
Yeah, there's a lot of things to consider here. I mean, a punt into the end zone is only a net punt of 18 yards.
And if they block it and run it back like they did their first touchdown.
That is a nightmare scenario for Putnam City.
I would go with Turnbull first down or Sloan.
Both of those guys have certainly been capable of.
And they won't have to use a timeout because change of possession will stop the clock. So they would still have one timeout.
Looks like they're going to punt the football.
Oh, they are. They won't play defense. They played defense all night. Why wouldn't they?
Edgar Yanez comes out to punt it. And we'll see if this strategy pays off. So Choctaw going to get it back with one timeout, 1:15 to go.
I'd punt it over to the left sideline. I wouldn't punt it near this punt returner. But I don't know if you have time to do anything. They're bringing 10 guys.
The punt is a good one. It's taken at the 20-yard line. We didn't even talk about a return, but the PC kick and punt teams have been excellent tonight.
Yeah, they've covered all night. They've swarmed everybody.
Kentrell Gaddis on the reception of that kick for Choctaw, but he goes nowhere. So the Jackets need to go the length of the field and a little bit more.
Don't get in that prevent. Play defense.
They take over at the 24-yard line, 1:06 to go. A potential huge victory hanging in the balance here for Putnam City.
You know he's going to throw. Where's Hawk? I'd double team him.
And he's sacked. Gatson is sacked back at the 9-yard line. Not much time. Darian Anderson. Oh, excuse me, that's not Anderson. That is, who was back there to make that play? We'll get his number for you here momentarily. Tough to see back there around the 15-yard line. 1:01 to go. We'll set the ball here after the sack at the 10.
Was that their last timeout? Choctaws?
Choctaw, no timeout there. It just took them a while to get the ball set.
Oh, okay.
Pass thrown up, and it is incomplete. 3rd down and forever to go here, and that has been really what Choctaw has faced all night. What a defensive performance here for the Pirates. Two plays for the Jackets to stay alive in this one. They trail 28-21. Gatson drops straight back, fires downfield. He's got a man, and he's wide open. The PC defender fell down, but great hustle to get back and save the game. But what a pass all the way from the 10-yard line. It went almost 45, 50 yards in the air. What a catch.
They're bringing it back. What? Where did?
I had no idea what is going on here. I mean, the PC defenders are taking their time.
And the referees are having another meeting. Where are they eating at tonight or something?
The clock is stopped here until they set the chains. The chains got a long way to go to get down there to get this set. The teams might be ready to play. Alexander is taking his time to get back across the football. This has been a wild scenario here.
How was he? That kid fell down.
All right, Choctaw has new life at the 25-yard line. 1st down and 10, 44 seconds to go, one timeout. Gatson straight back in the pocket, throws deep, and great coverage. And they're going to throw a flag, and that's going to be pass interference. I did not like that call.
Well, we might have a Don Blassie game. It's not over. It's overtime.
So this is going to be a 15-yard penalty on the Pirates, and it'll move it from the 25 down to the 10-yard line.
It must not have been a penalty in the end zone, or they would have marked it at the 2. Was it before the end zone?
That is only a rule in the NFL. That is
not
a high school rule.
It's not high school?
Yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty in high school.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Good.
not an automatic first down.
I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah, there are some interesting high school rules. They'll put it at the 12, so half the distance to the goal on that penalty. Wow, what a finish. 38.5 seconds. The Pirates' defensive front has been harassing Gatson all night long.
Gatson's talking to his little running back. They've got something going on.
They're going to hand it to Morgan, and he breaks free down to the 5-yard line. And, again, only one timeout. Will they use it here, or will they try to get back on the ball? The clock is running, 28-27. Choctaw is going to save that timeout.
How are they doing?
Got a little Alexander was not getting back on his side of the football. He was trying to stall, use some stall tactics, and there is a penalty marker down. Are they going to call a penalty on Putnam City for delay of game? We'll see.
Wow, what a finish. Mark, if they were to score, do you go for 2 and win on a road, or do you kick it? And
I don't know. I mean, both of these teams have really been running the ball successfully.
so if you go overtime,
Delay of game against the Pirates moves the ball all the way down to the 3. 21 seconds left, and Choctaw has not had to use their timeout. Timeout, Putnam City. We'll take it with them. What a game tonight. The Jackets threatening to tie this one up. 21 seconds to go. First down and goal from the 3. All right, here we go, 24 seconds. Tied into the right. 3 receivers to the left of the quarterback, Gatson, the left-hander. Meyer Morgan, the ultra-quick running back to his right.
what's this ref doing over here that's talking?
The only thing I think they'd be waiting for is to give them the full length of the timeout. Continuing to have the discussion. All right, looks like we're about ready for play. We're going to go over and have a discussion for both teams.
What an ending. They punted that ball and gave the ball back to them.
After, really would have been outstanding coverage, pass rush all night. A Pirate defender falls down on that go route, and Gatson put the ball perfectly where it needed to be for the big gain. 60-yard pass play.
I thought that was a hideout play, that OU play. I really did. I didn't see the guy fall down.
All right, here we go. And a penalty flag flies.
Uh-oh. They're going to get Choctaw or something. Watch.
We'll see who it's on. Be a really costly penalty if it's on the Jackets.
It's not.
It
It's
is
going to
on
be close.
Putnam City.
They're going to lined up off sides or jumped in the neutral zone.
So they'll move it down. This ball is inside the 2-yard line.
Gosh.
Play clock has started. Snap to Gatson. He's going to call it his own number. He is stopped. He is stopped at the 1-yard line. Great defense by the Pirates. Jackets are going to get right back up to try to push this in. No reason not to use a timeout here. 9 seconds to go. This will be the last play. Gatson going to hand it off to Morgan. He's stopped. He's stopped. 4 seconds to go. The Jackets are able to call a timeout and stop it with 3.6 seconds left.
Do they have it fourth down?
Fourth down here from the 2-yard line, but two great plays by the PC defense. They step up and stop Gatson on the quarterback draw and then stop Morgan Meyer and actually push him back for a loss of about a half yard. So 3.6 seconds left, and the Jackets were fortunate to get a timeout there to have one more attempt.
Crazy. I thought it was fourth down.
Boy, this Jackets defensive line, linebackers, that group has been outstanding tonight. They have got one play here to try to win the game. This is a third down play, so I still think that there's not really any way to run two. The game is going to be decided.
Well, they don't have a time. This is it.
The game is going to be decided on this play.
Yeah. Well, you know, either Gadsden or Morgan's going to get the ball.
Choctaw has a variety of motions and an array of plays, and they've got a heavy formation here. Man coverage outside on Hawk. Snap goes to Morgan, runs forward, and wait a minute, the officials are saying no play.
Oh, God. We've had everything.
Putnam City calls a timeout. So now both teams are out of timeouts.
Did they stop him, or would he have got in?
He was in. It's
was
hard
in?
to tell. I don't think that the Pirates were playing. I don't think. I think the timeout really affected a little bit of what they were trying to do. Well, there's a lot of calls available. Like I said, you've got Hawk split out here wide to the left and just straight man coverage. You could throw a ball up to him if you don't feel like you can penetrate the front of that Putnam City defensive line.
They haven't done it the last two plays.
They have not. And Choctaw had been running the ball pretty successfully here to start, well, really through most of the second half. But they don't have a lot to show for it on the scoreboard.
Wow.
What a crazy game tonight. The kickoff return on a fumble recovery taken to the house for Putnam City. That is the difference between the two teams right now.
Yeah, I would almost say quarterback or running back. I don't know. You're going to try to throw. They're not going to go split out. They're going tight. They've got more blockers in. They're trying to go helmet to helmet.
All right. Here it goes. They're going to flip it and into the end zone for the touchdown. Khalil Grant takes it on the toss. What a play call by the Choctaw Yellow Jackets. A little misdirection. They couldn't go in directly trying to push that defense back into the end zone, and a little misdirection play to Khalil Grant makes it a one-point game. And Choctaw will go for the extra point.
I've seen crazy things happen on extra points all year.
The snap is high, and did you call it? Steve Ferguson calls the play. The snap is bobbled. It was a high snap, and pandemonium erupts here on the sidelines. The Pirates have stormed the field. What a huge win for this Putnam City program to defeat Choctaw tonight. A great game. It goes to the final play, and the extra point is bobbled, and Putnam City wins it 28-27. Great call, Steve, on the extra point.
Well, they blocked the field goal to get the first touchdown. I think, man, these high school extra points are never given.
That was a heck of a ball game here tonight.
One of the best I've seen high school football.
28-27, an important game in the district standings and something down the road that potentially could give the Pirates a couple of playoff games, maybe a bye in the postseason. So what a win tonight for Putnam City. Steve, any final thoughts on this game tonight?
I don't think I can say anything. It was a great high school football game, and both teams are good. And Putnam City's a lot better than people thought they were. I got to say that. And Choctaw, they still can do a lot of damage before it's all over. But I think the offensive and defensive line was a big key for Putnam City. But you said it earlier, Putnam City probably won on tackling.
They had great tackling tonight. 268 yards of offense for Putnam City tonight. And they overcame some really tough penalties in the first half. Did a good job tonight. They hold Choctaw to 158 yards and then get the stop on the extra point there at the end. But what a great game tonight. Incredible running from Skylar Turnbull, the quarterback, and also Roderick Sloan. Great defensive effort tonight from the defensive front. Evan McTwire in on a lot of tackles tonight. So huge win for the Pirates, as big a one as they've had in a long, long time here at Putnam City. Your final tonight, the Pirates 28, the Yellow Jackets 27. Putnam City travels next week to Lawton Eisenhower to face the Eagles. Good night, everybody, from Putnam City Stadium.